Alright, rockers, as promised, joining me now by phone, drummer of Mushroomhead. They are getting ready to go out on Mayhem Festival, and they have a new album out called The Righteous and the Butterfly. Skinny from Mushroomhead on the phone with me now inside the ASYLUM.
Thanks for having us on the show.
Hey man, I'm glad to have you on the show, man. Been listening to you guys for a while, and I'm definitely more than honored to have you join me here inside the ASYLUM tonight.
Awesome, man. Thanks again. We're looking forward to it.
Awesome, bro. So why don't we start first, man, with the album, The Righteous and the Butterfly. You guys went to the studio to start writing that in 2012, and we finally got it this year. How was the writing process on that one, having new members, Church and Farrell, helping with the writing process?
You know, it was really cool. Obviously, having some new blood, it creates, a lot of freshness and a lot of openness as far as, willing to experiment with different tones and different sounds. And, we kind of went back to our roots a little bit and just kind of, threw the kitchen sink at it. And obviously, certain things stuck out and certain things told us what wasn't working. But the writing process this time around was really smooth. It was a lot of fun. We ended up with like 20-something pieces, and 14 of them made the records. So at one point we said, we got to stop writing. We got to finish some of these songs. Just because every day someone would come in with another idea, or you'd sit down and work on one and completely change it by the end of the day. So it was very positive, man, and just a really fresh time.
Cool, man. Now, you said you guys ended up with more songs than you really needed. How did you guys decide on cutting it down to the 14 that we ended up getting, as opposed to maybe saying, do a double album like some other bands, for example, Five Finger Death Punch, like they did? Did you guys know going in that you wanted to just keep it to a certain number, or was it just like, alright, we just need to pick out what we definitely want on this album and save the rest for a follow-up?
Yeah, I mean, it really wasn't so much as, a follow-up. We do have, 5 or 6 pieces that could definitely be turned in as like a EP and add some remix things. We've got some ideas, but it was more just the focus of just the one album and what songs just actually stuck out and told us, you know what I mean? Some of this album, I say it all the time, it damn near wrote itself. And it was just very much the ones that were standing out as far as had either more work to them, or they just sounded more interesting and together. So it really was just about, let's just make a solid record.
Yeah, it definitely is a solid record from beginning to end. I've been listening to it a lot recently just to kind of refresh myself, since it did come out back in May, and it does flow very well, as you guys always manage to do on each and every album. And the other thing that I know was big for you guys with this album was the return of J-Man after so many years. How was that, getting back together and working with him again?
It was just like riding a bike with that guy. We've been together so many years and done so many projects together. It's just not just Mushroomhead, a lot of other side projects as well. And he was very much, in the last 9 years when he was gone, he wasn't completely absent. I mean, we were still tied to side projects and hanging out. He'd do like some old school shows with us, and every now and again, like a Christmas show. We still hung out quite a bit. So his return, was actually, nothing new. I mean, it's more new to the fans, or even people that, only started following us recently and are very much used to wearing. So his return, like I said, it wasn't a surprise to me. Again, it was just like riding a bike. He and I have been working together so long, and with the addition of, Dr. Raff and Church and bringing him, there was just a lot of excitement, a lot of fresh ideas, basically putting a new twist on, an old standard, if you will.
Yeah, I know, I totally get you. It was basically kind of taking, some of the old school and mixing it in with the new school and the members that are there now. And I mean, you guys definitely managed to do, another phenomenal album, and it made the Billboard Top 20. And I mean, what was your guys' first reaction when you guys heard that your first album in 4 years, because your previous album was 2010, and here we are, 2014, and the new album gets into the top 20 on Billboard's top 200, and then reaches number one on the Billboard Indie chart. I mean, how did that feel for you guys, being that you guys have been around for so long?
I'll tell you, man, it was a pleasant surprise. It was definitely not our goal as far as, we need to chart, we need to, you know what I mean? We weren't writing records to chart. We weren't writing songs to, just to be in that category. Ultimately, I always like to look at this as artists and not rock stars. We are going to make these records and make this music on our own. It doesn't matter if the world loves it or hates it. We, as artists, have to be able to get these ideas out and, put them down and record them. And, ultimately, we're just making music because that's what we love to do. And it turns out that a lot of people really like it. So we're very blessed and very fortunate on that end. Like I said, a very pleasant surprise. It was not the intention, but, how cool. We were stoked. Literally, I was like, fuck yeah, look at that. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely was something to be excited about, especially when you think about the way the music industry is being so many great rock and metal albums often get pushed aside or ignored, no matter how many people go out and buy it, because everyone's going in that pop era phase or that rap phase. So when, rock and metal makes it a name for itself on the charts, you can't help but sit up and take notice and maybe wonder, is this the beginning of a turnaround maybe? Are we headed back towards maybe rock and metal reigning supreme again?
Yes, it definitely, that would be nice, and, it's definitely proof that, rock and metal, they are alive and well and not going anywhere. So, I mean, it's just good to see, It's good for everyone, man.
Exactly. Good for everyone all the way around, especially the fans. And speaking of the fans, you're going to have a chance to see you guys, and you guys are out on Mayhem Festival this year. You're also doing some dates prior to Mayhem Festival, starting on Friday the 27th. And what was the idea? Did you guys want to do these pre-festival dates as a warm-up, or it was just a way to maybe get familiarized with some of the new material live? What was the decision in?
A little bit of both of that. Some of it's because we're in Cleveland and the Mayhem Fest starts in California, so we got to bounce our way out there, and we're not we're not to the point to where we can just fly and have our gear delivered and that kind of thing. We have to play a show every day to get out there, so it literally is touring just to get to another tour. And obviously we get to warm up and test the waters with some of the new material too. So it's kind of, get your shit together before Mayhem type of run.
Well, that's all good. That's all good. I noticed a lot of bands are doing it. I actually spoke with Big Daddy Rich of Texas Hippie Coalition prior to speaking with you this month, as they are also out on Mayhem Festival, and they're doing the same thing. It seems to be the thing now before going out on a major tour of whether it's a headliner or a co-headliner or a Mayhem Festival. It seems to be the thing now is to do these mini warm-up dates. It's kind of a warm-up for you guys, a warm-up for the fans, and kind of maybe get the word out, since promoting isn't as easy as it once was, since everyone's fighting on social media for that eye candy time.
Yeah, it's important, I think, just to, obviously it's just a warm-up part, rehearsing it, at home is all well and good, but, when you see the fans' reactions to the set list and how certain songs flow together, and obviously when you're doing new album stuff, new material, some of it, it's having a little bit of an opportunity to test the waters is really important.
So have you guys decided yet, I mean, you are going to test the waters on these early shows, but how much of the new album are you going to be doing while you guys are out there live? Because I know that's always a big question with many bands. Fans always want and scream for, we want the classic stuff, and those are the long-time diehards, and those that do want the new stuff sometimes, don't get as much as they want. How do you guys go about deciding how to balance between the old and the new?
It's difficult, man. It's a great question because it's seriously difficult when you have 7 albums. You get 25 minutes to play, so you can do your hit off of every record, and there's your 25 minutes. And that's not necessarily the way I want to do it. I'm figuring, a lot of bands go through this, I'm sure, but I'm figuring the Mayhem sets are going to change slightly. We're going to test the waters with certain tunes, and I've got really good ideas of what the songs we're going to do. Most of it really is crowd participation and, just the energy of the songs. So sometimes some of the classic ones that are a little slower, they gotta go. I don't want to waste, 4.5 minutes of 25 minutes on some somber, slower piece. I want to go out there and, make people bounce and bob their heads and this thing, throw beer in the air.
Yeah, exactly. You want everyone. I can understand it. As good as a slower song may be, those are more of, we all know every band's got their song that ends up being a bathroom song or a go get more beer song, depending on what the actual set list time. But when you're stuck to a festival setting, I guess you want to just go out there and guns blazing and give me everything you can in one hit.
Yeah, again, a festival setting, high energy show, especially with a band like us where there's 9 people, man, we want to just go out there and keep that energy moving.
I hear you, man. I definitely hear you on that one. And credit to you guys. There were 9 years on that stage. I often wonder how you guys, you guys have been around for so long, but I'm sure you guys still have nights where you accidentally bump into each other and have one of those, oh shit, I forgot you were there moments.
That happens almost daily. It's inevitable. With 9 guys, there's not a whole lot of room on some of these stages. We'll have to fill that Goldstock stage up, man.
Oh, for sure. So for you guys, for a band of your size or a band of Slipknot size, you almost sit there and go, if it's not a stage big enough to fit inside the garden, how the hell do you guys manage to do what you do on some of these stages?
Again, it's like I said, the running into each other. That's just it's daily at this point. You just kind of got to deal with it, and hope that someone isn't standing right in that same spot the next day.
Exactly, man. I totally get that, and it also keeps the energy and the fun between you guys while you're on stage. That accidental, I didn't mean to, and you bust each other's balls afterwards about maybe someone being in the wrong spot at the wrong time.
Oh yeah, well, most of the guys when they get a head start to the neck or the face or the back of the head, and we've got the water drums. People are always falling off of those things. Add some water to it, and the stage is much more slippery.
Exactly, it's just a good time for all, man. And I know you guys are going to be killing it this year on Mayhem Fest and doing the off dates with El Nino and all. I gotta let you go, but before I let you go, I'd be ashamed if I didn't ask you about this. There's been talk recently that Corey Taylor would love to do a tour of Slipknot, Mudvayne, and you guys, Mushroomhead. Almost, shall we say, a masked tour, if you will. What's your guys' take on that? Would you guys be down for that? Where do you guys stand?
Well, obviously, if something like that was to actually happen, that would be really cool, and we would love to be part of it. Any style festival tour that has that kind of theme behind it, I think, is going to be successful. It's very much what there's definitely a demand for that kind of thing. Is there any reality to it? Nah. You know, I mean, I like Sasquatch and, you know, Bigfoot and Loch Ness Monster too, but I think it's more fun to talk about. I can tell you one tour that I am going to be doing, which is the Mayhem tour. So I can guarantee you Mushroomhead is on that one. As far as that other tour, I don't know. I don't think there's any reality to it. But, you know, if it were to come, you know, to light, you can definitely count us in.
Awesome. And, you know, like, I know you guys are going on Mayhem and they're going to tear it up on Mayhem Festival. But, you know, being that it was floating around out there on the internet and it seems to be resurfacing every other day, I said, you know what, I've got you on the phone. I might as well go to one of the men in one of the bands that he's talking about and just see what your take was. That's why I had to ask you about it, man.
Yeah, no, like I said, it's a great idea, and I would, you know, obviously we would love to be part of it. I just don't think it's that, you know, I just don't see it happening. I know how busy everyone is in the other camps, and, you know, I don't think Mudvayne's really doing anything right now, you know, with the Hell Yeah thing happening. You know, they've got, you know, a lot of momentum happening right now, so, and then, you know, Slipknot and Stone Sour, I really don't know what's going on with those guys. But like again, if something was to happen and we were invited, we would absolutely love to.
Awesome. Well, I guess we could just right now we could all add that to our fantasy lineup of tours that we all would love to see. And right now, everyone, make sure you go out and see Mushroomhead on Mayhem Festival. Go to the website for all details and. The Righteous and the Butterfly in stores now. Skinny, before I let you go, I always ask everyone to pick out a track from their latest album to play. So, which song should we play from The Righteous and the Butterfly?
Oh man, if you got my opinion and you know, if you're asking me, I want track one. Our apologies, man. It's right in your face. I love that song.
Awesome. And any backstory about that one other than it being your favorite?
That one was kind of cool. It was one of the last ones written and ended up being the first one on the record. It just had a lot of energy. It showcases almost every member of the band equally. It's just really, really powerful all the way across. The chorus is just a monster. You can sing along, you understand every word, and then it gets right back to brutal in your face. It's definitely one of my favorites. And it's getting a lot of love on Sirius XM, on Liquid Metal. Jose's been playing the hell out of it, so love that tune. Awesome,
man. I will get that on right now. Everyone, thank you, Skinny, for calling into the Asylum. Get Mushroomhead's new album, The Righteous and the Butterfly, in stores now and see them live this summer on Mayhem Festival. Here it is right now, Our Apologies from Mushroomhead.